Yeah, back again like I never left. Sorry, I've tried to start my live and do it without. Oh, here, let me turn my light on. I tried to start it without, but of course, kids and all that. And plus, today was a late day. We had the vigil, so I got a late start on my dinner, and so yeah, that's all right though. I'm trying to do my best. I think I'm doing better. Y'all, today was it was hard. It's been 2 years. It doesn't even seem like it's been 2 years. It doesn't. Time goes past so quick. Like, and when I say quick, I mean quick, fast, in a hurry. Because you be like, man, it's already been 2 years. You know what I mean? It doesn't even seem like it's been 2 years. But it has. Oh, Lord. I don't know. I'm just like, well, I guess I already went on my little rants on here, Because, I thought, I don't know, I guess I thought that people would be more, what's the word I'm looking for? I thought that people would be more, well, I guess care more is what I'm trying to say. Man, we ain't got no more, man. Oh, man. Why didn't he tell me this? I just knew I was about to come up here and smoke, y'all, and I ain't no smoke. Oh, God. Oh, well, that's all right. Um, there's more to come. Soon we'll have the trial. The July 14th. I'm sorry, July 14th is the trial. But I have something to tell y'all though. Why is it like they're trying to? Y'all know how court go. Now I ain't gonna lie. Like if I was in a case, and I'm like, ooh, might not go good, I will be trying to get continuances too. I'll burn out all my continuances. And I've literally done that. And I understand why. That's why it kind of enrages me as to why. I mean, but I can't be mad, right? Because it's supposed to be, the legal, it's supposed to be equal. Legal, equal. But whatever. All right, so there's that part. And then there's another part. Man, I want to tell y'all so bad. Ooh. I want to tell y'all so bad. But I can't yet. This tea is piping hot too, baby. I'm telling you. And I'm steeping it so it's going to be strong. It's going to be strong, okay? Now, mm, man, okay, I'm trying to think. I'm not good at the cryptic stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too real for that. I'm not good at being cryptic. So well, I'll just say this. It has to do with my niece. I'll just leave it there. And y'all know how I am about that. So but we gonna get that figured out. And then I'm going to do a live about it so that I can, divulge all the information, all the tea. Trust me, I'm gonna pour it up for you, baby, in a nice mug. A little lemon, sugar cubes, a little honey, if that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna serve it up good for you. But I just gotta, I gotta wait for the right time. Um, cause yeah, I can't have that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like people that be trying to, yeah. I told y'all how I feel about the media. Because the media is like when you hot, and then when you not, you not, right? Today's headlines is yesterday's whatever. I don't know the same, but anyway, it's like that, and I don't like that because we not gonna forget. We not gonna ever forget, and we gonna get justice. Period. That's just how it's gonna go. We're not ever gonna stop. Who do that? Where they do that at? Man, I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to go too much into, but I am my ancestors, okay? I am. Yet, I'm also so much more because of my ancestors. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. And anyway, um, more than likely within the next 30 to 90 days, we're going to be moving. So there's going to be a lot of changes. Um, y'all, I don't know if I've said this on here, but, um, matter of fact, I think I have. I don't, maybe not, but, we're going to be taking on custody of my niece. Um, for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to say it because I don't want to cause any problems. I want everything to go smoothly, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I want to move, or why we're going to move, so that we can have more space, so that, you know what I'm saying, we can accommodate her here. Um, this is my niece that passed away. This is her little sister, her baby sister. Um, I prayed on it and really did. I want to do it. Even before I prayed on it, I just immediately wanted to do it. I even told my husband, I said, you know, like, once we raise our kids, I said I wouldn't mind fostering, you know, being a foster parent, but I don't want to be a foster parent for the little cute little baby. No, I'm cool on that. I got enough nieces and nephews, and you know, you can bounce the baby, smell the baby, and then get the baby back to mommy and daddy. I'm cool with that. I want the older ones. You know what I mean? From my experience, and then also from my husband's experience, I feel like the older kids are the ones that be needing, you know what I mean? Needing that stability and needing that love and that support. And so that's what I want to do, because everybody want the cute little baby. Who don't want the cute little baby to smell fresh out the placenta? Who don't want that? You know what I'm saying? Who don't want that? But yeah, it be the ones that already be, you know, grown and got their own attitude and they don't want that. I want them. That's who I want. I want them. Them my ones. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm sure that we'll get to that point we'll get there at some point. I definitely want to do that. I want to give back, because when I was a teenager, there were a lot of different people that came into my life through different systems and through different programs that really made an impact on me. You know what I mean? I met some good people that some of the things that they taught me I use to this day. So I definitely would want to do that. And then also, um, seeing how it is for kids that are in the foster system and then they age out. And I just, man, I kind of, and don't get me wrong, they're all in place. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's just like you get in foster care, they take care of you to the 18, and then they kick you out, and they be like, all right, that's, I mean, in some situations, yeah, it's gone that way. In other situations, what's up?
Can you do this for me?
Didn't your dad show you how to do it the other day? Put it on. No, because I
I
think.
tried to and it came
All
out.
right, yeah, all right, fine, yep, I'll put it on for you. Oh God, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Just give me a second. This is why I'm recycling. I got my door closed. I'm about to lock it because y'all don't respect it. I'm telling you. And then I don't understand why you couldn't have did it. That's why he kept it tied. Look. just like that. It's on. You don't. You're not even trying. Go ahead. It's on, honey. Bye. Lock my handle. Get out. No. Lock my handle. Go. Lock. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the brownies right now. Ask Myra. She made that. Can you go out and lock my door now? Get out. Fuck. Ugh. They just. Because it's always something. And it's like, here, you got this, you got that. Go. Go. What are you on? Jesus Christ. And then we tied the do rag up perfect. So all he got to do is just wrap it around, loop it, and pull it back, and it's gonna be on tight. He told me I can't do it because it can't. Okay, whatever. Oh my God, it's like if I can't do it, it just ain't done right. But it is done right. That's why we set it up that way. Okay. Anyway, all right. So, um, yeah, this is just a lot of stuff going on, and then I'll be able to share this with you guys this weekend a little bit more, depending. I'm really just trying to see how this is gonna go. If this goes, you know what? I don't care either way it goes. I'm gonna share it with y'all because that just don't make sense to me. I'm sorry, you can't do those types of things and say those types of things and think that somebody's not gonna look at you like, what? Like, what are you talking about? It's not good when you try to, don't use people. It's not good to use people. Especially, it's not good to use good people. That's not a good thing. Karma's a bitch. It'll come back around to bite you in the booty. Bite you in the booty. All right. But anyway, I don't know. Trust and believe. I believe in karma. I really do. I used to be a really big grudge holder. I'm not anymore though. Um, well, I don't know. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. This is my thing. I'll forgive. It's just I'm not gonna forget you did that. That's my thing. I'll forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget you did that. And then, it's just like, okay, you did that. Hopefully you don't do it again because if you do, then you're cut off. Our cutoff game is strong. I don't mess around. I don't have time. My time is very precious to me, and if you, my friend, and I choose to spend my time with you, or whatever I may choose, I feel like that should be appreciated because I appreciate everybody that gives me their time and you know what I mean, that takes time out their day to help me or do whatever for me. I appreciate that. I really do. I honestly do. I'm not gonna lie, I got trust issues, especially when it comes to females because man, it did me so wrong, baby. They did me so wrong. Mm. But all I was trying to do was be your friend. You know? Real talk. This crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I probably have told this story before. And so if I have, I'm sorry. But this is just to kind of give you a little bit. Okay, so my bestie that I grew up with, we met when we were 5 and 6. She okay, well, I walked in on her with my boyfriend, and then she had a baby with him. Um, I let a friend come stay with me, and then they stole from me. I let another friend come stay with me. They stole from me. Um, I rented a car for a friend, and they wrecked the car, and then left me with the money. Left me with having to pay it. But okay, this last one with the car thing. Fast forward, now we still kind of run into each other. You know what I'm saying? And I run into her lately. I want to say this is probably what about a month ago. It was me and my daughter. We were in a line. Now I was trying to pay for my stuff. Okay, so this is how it went. I was using my husband's card, and I didn't know what was on there, and so it wasn't. It didn't, go through. So then I, went. I went out to my car, got on my app, transferred some money, came back and paid for my stuff. Okay, but this girl was right behind me. This girl, now mind you, I didn't want to rent the car for her. Somebody else convinced me to rent the car for her, and so I did. She wrecked the car. Then she proceeded to go around and say, like, try to spin a narrative of the only thing I cared about was the car, and I didn't care about the fact that she was in the hospital. That's not true. I went up there to the scene of the accident. When I saw the car, I immediately was like, oh my God, is she okay? First thing out my mouth was, are you all right? First thing out her mouth was, oh my God, I know. She was just so hyped. You get what I'm saying? And I just, I just took it in because she was just so hype. And I understand that, you went through a accident, you went to the hospital, all that. I know you think about all of those things, but I was really just more so worried about, was she okay? But she tried to spin a narrative of like I didn't care about her and like all I cared about was the car. Then fast forward, she made this scene in church like she was so sorry and, you know, cared and all this other stuff or whatever. Okay, so the very next time I see her after that, we pull up to infinity. And when I say pull up, I mean like this. I'm parked like this, she pulls up right in front of me. And this is the very next time after we see each other, after she apologized and did all that to, you know what I'm saying, do that. And it's, man, I swear to God, I can't do nothing. Even when I say, can you please just give me a chance? Can you please just give me a, here, yep. It's all about you, baby, here. That's what you need, go on. I don't know, but you better shoot me your mouth. Don't, please don't. Because I do got, my shit is on live. Let's not put our business out there, baby. Let's not do that. The fuck? I'm sorry about that. Because, man, I'm trying to tell you. These teenagers, man. Fucking teenagers, they be thinking that they just run the show. Then it's like I already stopped my live and then was like, okay, do blah, blah, blah. All right, now I'm doing my live. Don't bother me. Then, well, I don't give a fuck. Then it'd be just like if I was in here working right now. They wouldn't even give a fuck. They gonna keep knocking on the damn door. Fuck around and get my black ass fired. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you work from home, you can't have no fucking background noise. But you see how they gonna keep fucking, because they don't give a fuck. When you ain't the one that gotta work for the money, and you ain't the one that's gotta get up every day, regardless if you sick, hurting, you don't feel like fucking doing it, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They just like, bitch, that's what you supposed to do. Yeah, you right. You right. You got that, baby. The one thing I ain't gonna do is you ain't gonna run me like I'm your slave. I'm over that. Bye. That's why I asked you, you done? All right, you got your stuff? Okay. I'm trying to do my live. Let me do my stuff. This is why I don't do lives. And then another thing is, I don't do lives because it's always interruptions. And the second reason why I don't do lives is because people always got something to say about how this go. You don't know what the fuck is going on, so don't check me. Don't check me about what I'm doing here, okay? Because you don't know. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You're just seeing a little clip, okay? So don't check me about how I'm doing with my kids or how I talk to them or whatever the fuck is going on because you don't know. And that's the truth. Because I'm super reserved on here. I'm telling you, this is reserved. I know you like, what? This reserved? Yes. Yes, it is. It is. And besides, this I think I'll be trying to tell them, like, okay, I'm doing this because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, build up my platform. And I don't know, maybe make a little money along the way. But y'all keep doing this type of stuff, it's not going to work out. People ain't going to want to keep seeing me getting interrupted in the middle of my thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's cute, sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it isn't. So, whatever. Just know that any negative comments, will get erased and you will get blocked. I have no problem with blocking people. My block game is strong. Just like my cutoff game is strong in real life, my cutoff game is strong on here too. So don't judge me. So anyway, like I was saying, uh, it's just wow. I don't know. I know. I'm hoping and praying that things are not going to. I'm hoping it's not going to get rescheduled. I hope that July 14th we're gonna go to court and things are gonna move forward. But like I said, it seems like they're trying to do. I don't know. Get a continuance. Which at the end of the day, it's like I said. I understand. I've been in court before and used up all my continuances, so I get it. I do, but because fair is fair. It has to be fair across the board. But just yeah, I don't, man. I just feel like y'all messing around because I thought that we all agreed and they all the law. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that everything was. We all came to a decision, and so now I feel like y'all playing games. I don't like when somebody playing games. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like nobody play games with my family. I don't like nobody play games with my money. There we go. We just gonna leave the third thing for etc. Because I don't know, just depending on what happened and what it is. That's how I feel. Yeah. Life is crazy, y'all. Life be life, I'm telling you. It do. It be life. Real talk. I gotta do my lives on YouTube. I don't think that I can do lives on TikTok anymore, y'all. My very first one, they banned me. Well, the very first one that I did, like, since I've been back on TikTok, because I took, like, a 6-month break. They banned me for a week. And they said that it was for misleading information, but I was literally talking about my own life, so I don't know how it could be misleading information. It could only be misleading information if I was lying about my own life. And I think we both know I'm not lying about my own life. I mean, it's not that hard. If you would look me up, you're gonna find out if I'm lying or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you can find that out pretty quick. You can go on any of these little websites, pay 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, $20, and you can find out anybody's information. So I mean, I either am telling the truth or I'm not. And then if I am telling the truth, then how am I misleading? I knew when they banned TikTok, I knew that it was going to be different. I knew it. I knew it. And it is. I don't even see the same people anymore. And when I say that, I mean like literally people that I've followed almost the entire time that I've been on TikTok don't come up on my FYP feed. Now, why is that? I follow them and all that. Oh, well, you have to hit the following and then you can see all that. Nah, nah, nah. That's a bunch of BS. Don't let that fool you. People that you followed would come up when you would scroll on FYP, regardless of if you went to the following tab or not. So I don't want to hear all that. I'm like, man, don't miss the message. Don't miss what's going on. Don't be blind. I'm telling you, because it is different. Y'all know Meta bought this, right? I mean, my fault. Meta bought TikTok. My fault. I'm thinking I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Meta bought that. So if you go and you do your research, Meta bought this. So it's like, yeah. And then they always want me to link all my contacts. I don't want to link my contacts. I never have. And I never will. I don't want to do that. I want my stuff to stay separate. I don't like my food to touch. You know what I'm saying? I don't like my food to touch. So I don't want to combine all that. And I'm not going to. No matter how many times they try to force me, I'm not doing it. All I know is I'ma still keep being on here. I'ma still keep screaming out justice for Takaya Young because that's what I'm on here for, and that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, ain't nobody playing no games no more, man. People gotta understand. They gotta respect us. That's all there is to it. You gotta respect me. Respect my gangster. You know what I mean? The end of the day, that's why I put my stuff as it is. Like, okay, that's why I put my name as bipolar life for real because this is for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm bipolar and I'm showing my life for real. And then that's also why on my YouTube channel I put Black Family Life, because Black Family Life, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, we black, we a family, and this our life. And I'm sharing it. You know, I don't have to. I choose to. And, you know, that's what it is, and that's real. And I don't do like, that's one of the things I be trying to tell our kids, like on social media, you know. How you doing? Oh wow, I didn't even see that you commented. I'm sorry. Maurice Cooks. How you doing tonight, Black Queen? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can't complain, honestly. You know, just a little sad. That's all. Just a little sad. You know, because this has been 2 years since my pregnant niece was unalived by Blendon Township. A Blendon Township police officer. His name is Connor Grubb. And we're going to court for that on July 14th. And we're going to get justice. Even if they try to play this game where they want to, even if they want to play these games where they want to continue the trial and all that, it doesn't matter. We're still going, it's going to move forward. It's cool. It's cool. Patience is a virtue, my baby. And if there's one thing that I've learned in life, sometimes you just got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? You got to be patient. And I'm going to be. Because they don't even understand. But they going to. They going to. They're going to understand what they took. They're going to understand what they did. And he's going to have to pay for that. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I'm sorry for your loss. God bless you and your family. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. We got a vigil for her today. Today marked 2 years. This is her picture on the front. I got one on the back. I'm sorry. I don't feel like turning around right now. But yeah, that's my niece. She beautiful, ain't she? Yeah. She beautiful. And she was pregnant with a little girl. 7 months. Almost 8 months pregnant. I'm telling y'all, look, I've seen a lot of things in my life, you know what I mean? Like, some things, you know, some things I haven't even told my husband. I'm gonna just be real, because it's just too painful. It's too painful, you know. But nothing like that. That's something you don't ever forget, you know, to see a young, a young, a young woman full of life, had her whole life ahead of her. I mean, she had two little boys, and she was pregnant with her first girl. She was so excited. I just, you don't understand. Like, my heart hurt when I talk about it. It's hard. That's one of the reasons why I don't really talk about it, because when I do, my heart hurt. My chest hurt right here. Just, well, to have to witness that, to witness her that way, and then also to her baby that They were, they were buried together. They're together. Well, she was, she was cremated, so we all have necklaces with her and the baby's ashes in it, and I'm sorry. Oh God. This is why I don't like to talk about it. I swear, this why, because I can't. It's hard for me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's hard. That's an image you can never get out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's an image. And I'm speaking from a place of I have lost a child. You know what I mean? Me and my husband, we lost a child together. A little boy, and I thought that was the worst thing I would see. But I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm not, and I'm not trying to say this to like make myself have to be some type of, I don't know. I don't even know, but I've seen some stuff in my life, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say some stuff, I mean some stuff like y'all would be like, you would think I'm lying. You would think I'm making it up, but I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I don't need to make up nothing. So I'm gonna tell you real life. Real life be giving you real life be a movie. But man, so I just I'm just sitting back trying to be patient because I know we gonna get justice for her. I know we are. It's gotta work out because it's just got to. It's gotta work out. I'm sorry, but the police can't just decide that because somebody told them that somebody stole, you just gonna shoot them. Where they do that at? I didn't know that's this one. Is that what they teaching them now? That must be what they teaching them now. And if so, we gotta change that. I'm going to change that. I am. I'm going to change that. I'm sorry. Because I thought it was innocent until proven guilty. I mean, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's guilty till proven innocent. Ha ha. Right? Yeah. Guilty till proven innocent. Not innocent till proven guilty. It's not that. It's not that. But we'll get to the bottom of it. And my thing is this, you know, um, even if somebody did commit a crime, this is my thing. If they did commit a crime, so that gives the police the right to unalive them, regardless of what, right? That gives them the right, no matter the crime, no matter if it's where they supposedly, or no matter if they, no matter of fact, let's not say supposedly, let's say if they stole something and they move the wrong way or they don't obey the officer's commands, they can shoot them. If they don't, uh, they will, whatever the case may be, just whatever. They looking suspicious. It's okay for them to get pulled over and interrogated and, pulled out the car and whatever else, It just seems like it's okay because I've witnessed that so many times. It wasn't until I was a grown up that I even knew that a male officer isn't supposed to search you as a female. I didn't even know that. So, what does that tell you about what goes on? And let's not talk about the innocent people that have been swept up in things, all be for overzealous police officers. I guess that's what they be calling them now. Overzealous, you know. I watched this thing because I'm really like a true crime buff. Like I feel like I moonlight as a private investigator. You know what? Okay, so I really like to watch a lot of true crime, and I heard people get up on the stand. These are investigators, like these are the police getting up there on the stand, and they said, if a detective like goes down the wrong path, you know what I'm saying? I'm like doesn't pay attention to all the information. It's like the investigation is diseased. You know what I'm saying? It's diseased. It's sick from the beginning. So it doesn't matter what you do after that. It's never going to be right. And I watched several experts get up on the witness stand and say almost these exact words, if not these exact words, where they were like, yes, like you basically you got to come in and start from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying? From ground one. You can't use anything from that diseased investigation. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy to see the level of trumpery that be going on when it comes to the police, because they can just do and say whatever, and everybody's supposed to just take their word for it. You know, I feared for my life. I feared for my life. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there are times where, yeah, I've seen, and I know y'all probably gonna be like, "Yo, were you biased?" No, I'm not biased because I do also watch, um, stuff with the police and how their operations go and different stories, about how that stuff has went. And yeah, there are some times where I'll be like, "Oh no, beat they ass." Sorry. I beat they ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, all right, you did all this and that, and we know you did all this and that. We chasing you for that. Like, man, I ain't got time for this. Especially you make them chase you. I understand. Yeah, you make them chase you. Heck yeah, they gonna beat you up at the end. Now I ain't saying that's right, but I mean I'm just saying you making their job harder. So of course they about to be like, But if you're just being accused of something, that's not enough for me. I'm sorry. That's just not enough. You gotta know for sure. When it comes to the police, you gotta know for sure. And then they just think that they can talk to you any old kind of way. Um, when we were living in our old neighborhood, and I'm not sure, I might have this on here. I know I recorded it because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I ended up having to call children's services on an old neighbor from our old neighborhood. This is from our last house we lived in. And do you know that the police officer, okay, they came up there. The mother was being irate, rude, whatever, belligerent. And so I came up just to, kind of see. I really just want to make sure that I really felt they needed to take him that day. So the police officer ended up being like, if you don't get from around here, you're going to go to jail. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the person that called y'all. How am I going to go to jail? And then I was trying to tell him, because it was crazy. There was another police officer was like, well, because it was another police officer talking to the mother. And she was basically like, oh, I don't know. He was like, well, we got a phone call about blah, blah, blah. So I basically was trying to tell them, I wanted to give them, what was going on. Like, why did I call? And this is why. And this is what happened leading up to y'all coming here. And then now y'all see y'all here. So you see what she doing. So whatever. And they told me that they were going to put me in jail. And I was the person that called. Y'all wouldn't even be here to help this child if it wasn't for me. That's why I'm like, man, I really have a hard time trusting the police. They say one thing and do another. Um, they violate your rights and will make up any type of reason as to why that was okay. They like to humiliate you and exert their control over you. Now, I don't know if this is because of fear or if it's because they watch too much TV. I don't know, but In my experiences, it's been that. I don't know no nice police officers or no good police officers. Even ones where I was like, at first I was like, oh, okay, but then they end up doing something and you like, wait a minute, what was that about? So yeah, I don't trust them. Just like I'm sure they don't trust me. You know what I mean? I'm sure they don't. Because, we can't ever be telling the truth, right? We're always up to something. We're always suspicious. I'm from Ohio, Columbus to be exact. Ooh. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, born and raised in Ohio. Lived here all my life. I'm ready to live somewhere else. Cause it's just shitty as fuck here. Don't come here. Don't. Just don't. Yeah, it's cheaper to live here, but I don't know. Would you want to live somewhere where it's cheaper, but you gonna get into more stuff? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Wait, am I saying that right? It's cheaper to live here, but is it worth your life? Is it worth your life? I guess that's what I would say. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh shit, we've been there. We've been to Vegas before. It was fun too. Yeah, boy. Haha. For real, I wish we had planned more stuff ahead of time. That was the thing. Like, man, like my husband is really into guns. And I wish that I had looked into taking him to a gun range because y'all can shoot y'all can shoot fully auto out there, right? And then you can go out there and rent stuff. I should have did that because I know he would have liked that. I'm gonna make sure next time. I really wanted to do it for our anniversary trip. I don't know. We'll have to see because that's too close. Yeah, we might have to do it the year after. That's too close to the court date. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I do want to go back to Las Vegas, man. That was so fun. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. It just was too bad. This is when we went. Is when I found out that I was pregnant with our 5-year-old. So, woo. I mean, but I still had fun though. I still had fun. You know what I'm saying? We was gambling and, of course I was eating good and all that, but it was like, oh, okay. I didn't get to dabble like I wanted to. But the thing is, laws have changed. So we have dispensaries here now. It's just that at first we couldn't go to the like you had to, get the little medical card. Now you can go with just your ID long as you old enough. So that was cool. Oh, I will. I definitely will. For sure. I definitely will. And the kids is older now. Don't play with me. I'll get my 18 or my 19-year-old like, hey, y'all, yep. And then we leave for like 3-4 days. Cause I want to say what we did 3 days and 4 nights. Yeah. So that was cool. We got like a little kind of like package deal. So it was all together. But I'm like I don't know. The next time, well, I don't know. You live there? Because I'm like, if so, is it better? Okay, is it better if you buy, like, us? Okay, because, like, say, when we went there, we did like a package deal. So it basically had the hotel and, the round trip tickets. And that was for, I want to say, what, like seven or eight, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's, yeah, something like that. But I was thinking this time I want to do an Airbnb. You know what I mean? I just want to have my own place. Because I feel like that will also make it cheaper because then we don't have to worry about eating out every day. And not to say I didn't think about that, but I don't know. I guess I was thinking it was gonna be. I was thinking I was coming home. You know what I'm saying. I was thinking I was at home, and that is not no. So, yeah, I'm like I would definitely wanna. Oh, okay, all right. I definitely will. We'll do that. Cause I'm like, yeah, then, cause we don't have to do that. Yeah, we can fly out there. We can buy food as we go to be able to cook at the Airbnb, and then when we gone, we gone. I like that. And then I think this time I want a rental. Well, I don't know. Okay, let me tell you this story. Okay, so all right, so we fly out there, we land, right? Okay, I know you know how at the airport all them taxis is out there, and then they got the dispensary, the signs. So we like, oh yeah, we get in there. All right, we get there. He like, oh, you want to go? Of course we want to go there. We go there. Oh my god. By the time we went to the dispensary and then came to the hotel, I was like, babe, why did we do that? We should have just got a Lyft or an Uber or something. We messed up on that. We was straight tourists, right? We got on that. But that's okay. That's all right. But this is where I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so after that encounter, we was like, all right, straight up we doing Lyft, Uber, right? Okay, so we got this Lyft this time. Matter of fact, no, it was the first lift. My fault. It was the first lift. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we did. We did that. Oh, God. Okay. So we get in this lift. Why dude just keep driving around? He like, yeah, I just moved here and I don't really know my way around and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, damn, we just riding. I'm like, can we get the fuck out? Like, at one point, I was ready to be like, I don't care, just drop me off at any corner. I just want to get out. I'll walk. I'll figure it out from here. He missed the exit like 2 times. I promise. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask my husband. I'm asking to reconfirm. I swear, missed the exit 2 times. So we had to drive around. And I'm thinking to myself, like, do we think we stupid or something? And then he all, those and don't bring up no tip. She bringing up the tip for what? Man, totally rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm like, oh no. So after that, I basically was like, well, we just gonna stick to, the foot traffic area, which we stayed, Fremont, right? Okay, I know you gonna know where I stayed at. When I looked out my window, that big long thing, the one with the tunnel and the jets fly over and the screen and you can cause we zip line down at Fremont Street, right? Am I right about that? I think that's where it is. What was the name of that hotel? Cause we stayed. I know they were saying we stayed in like I guess old Vegas, cause we were right around the corner from like the crime museum, the old mafia crime museum, or the old Las Vegas crime museum. Yeah, yep, okay, all right, yeah, yep. And it was not. Wait, oh, the down the downtown casino grand downtown casino grand downtown casino. I don't know. I look, I'm not lying. I'm so serious. I got pictures. I can put the pictures up. But we when I looked out our window, we saw to this side because the window came to a corner. So when you look out this way, you would see the thing. Because I was like, ooh, baby, yeah, I got to go do that. And we sure did. We zip lined down that motherfucker. And then you look out this way to this corner and you see the mountains and all that. And then we look down and we see the hotel pool and stuff. It was like right at the corner. And if I'm not mistaken, we were right on the opposite side of the street, and down would have been, if I'm not mistaken, like the crime museum. I want to say that's what it was called. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was cool though. I liked it. It was cool for what it was. The only thing that I didn't like, I will never buy Spirit again. Okay, that's why I'm like, I don't think I'm buying no more packages. Or if I do, I'm gonna make sure it ain't that. Uh, and then when we got there, we had to wait for like almost 2 hours to get into our room because our room wasn't ready. That was the only thing I didn't like. I'm like, hold up. And then on top of that, like I'm not gonna lie, like not trying to like make it seem like we uppity or nothing, but I don't. Okay, well, let me put it this way: if it would have been a hotel here at home, that would have been a choice to pick from. That wouldn't have been my first choice or my second, and maybe not my third. But it was what it was, because at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. Because, like I said, I want to say I'm pretty sure we paid like around 7, maybe a little over 7. I know not more than 8. I know not more than 8, and it was for three what? Yeah, three days, 4 nights, or however you do that, and the round trip tickets. You know what I'm saying, for the trip. So yeah, I'm like, man, at this point, I want to go through a travel agent. Mob museum, yes, okay, that's what it was, right? Look, I'm like mafia, crime, something, yeah, that's it, yeah. And I wanted to go there and I didn't get to. What, Pootie? I told you I'm doing a live right now. You really need something? What do you need? They didn't give you no brownie? Hey! Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. This is why I don't like doing lives, because I can't even sit still long enough to do it. Uh, what's up with his mouth? We did. You did? He said, he said I didn't get mine. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. No, you can't use my phone. I'm doing my live right now. That's why. Can you please like stop messing with me? And y'all please just get it together and be cool? Because I'm doing my live right now on YouTube. What's up?
You have the phone.
Yeah, honey, because it was dead. It was all the way dead. And nobody came in here and put it on the charger, no matter how many times I said. And then I don't even think that it charged. Yeah, because y'all didn't bring me a charger that will charge it. Look, I had it sitting on here this whole time,
I
but
have
this
one that
thing
will charge.
doesn't. Myra, you need to go to
I
sleep.
know. I
That's
just
all
need
I'm
to
saying.
put my music on my TV and
Where's the charger at? Because I want him to be able to be on it. You want the phone? Okay. Please don't let me down, okay? Use it for just putting the music on there, and then give it to him and hook it up to the charger, because I don't think it's going to, yeah, it's not going to stay on. Thank you. I love her to death. Man. I love her to death. That's my baby. Oh, Lord. All right. I'm like, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see something. Oh, wow. It's 1:38. Hmm. I don't know if I don't know if he gonna call me or not. Oh man, see, I knew it was gonna be some bullshit. He already starting to get loud. Anyway, well, yeah, I'll definitely love to go back to Las Vegas. For real, I love to go back to South Carolina. For real, that was fun. I really like that. I just now again, I don't want to stay in the same hotel, but that was like an impromptu trip, so it was what it was. It was cool. I ain't gonna lie, something. The room was cool, but it's just it was the people. That's what I didn't like, man. Y'all, oh my God, let me tell y'all about that. Okay, so look, so we went to South Carolina, right? All right, and basically we got there later than what we anticipated. So the booking that I did, I guess, basically kind of fell through because, okay, like say what I made it what the check-in was gonna be at, like, I don't damn, what? I think it might have been afternoon. I don't know. Let's just say the check-in was whatever the check-in was. But by the time we got there, it was past that date. You get what I'm saying? It was past midnight. So basically, that didn't even matter. Okay, so we get there and the lady was cool, but I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, okay. First of all, I felt like she was trying to scam us because she ran our card and we're like, okay, like, for the check-in process. Okay, so we sitting there, we talking, blah 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 blah. Hell, she even talked to us. We was shooting the shit. Eventually, like, I'm looking at, I was like, take something. Why we just standing here? Why she ain't giving us a card? I gotta use the bathroom. I'm trying to get, cause think we drove from Ohio. We drove from Ohio to South Carolina. Okay, all right. So I'm like, man, I just want to get in here and and stretch out. This bitch gonna be like, I'm just trying to help you. I don't understand why. Like, what? Hold on. No. We ain't about to do that. I'm like, oh, so because you basically see I'm tired and irritated, you trying to make it seem like I'm trying to take that out on you. No, how am I doing that? When we're standing there, I'm like, okay, like all right. I'm like, oh well, you didn't give us the key. She was like, well, y'all didn't pay the deposit. I'm like, wait a minute, like, didn't we just give you the card? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, no, she said it didn't go through. Okay, so then I'm like, what? So we get on our app and see that it did go through. Then she says, oh, well, it's supposed to be for, like, let's just say let's say, because I can't really remember. I want to say, like, let's just say the deposit was 200, but it was supposed to be 250. So she like, oh, she running the car. She like, oh, it didn't go through. Oh, bitch. All right. How the fuck in it? Man, y'all. Oh, it took everything in me that night. No, on some real shit, I had to walk off. I had to walk off. I was like, you know what? Because I was like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me the deposit was 250, but you only ran our card for 200. Now you're running said same card again for extra 50, and you're trying to convince me that it ain't working. It worked for the 200. I'm looking on my shit right now. I know what's on there, so it's on there, baby. What you talking about? What you talking about? So I end up just being like, you know what? I'm tired, and I don't think that I should be dealing with this. So I'm gonna excuse myself from this situation. I'm gonna excuse myself. I'm like, babe, I know you got this, baby. And I left. Cause just what? Man, this woman, ooh, I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh no, the 5-year-old, he's upset. What's wrong?
Mama kicked me out of my room.
What do you, how she, man,
You want to be in there, but I'm like,
where's the phone at?
Mama,
Because
take me
regardless
too
of what, it
long.
don't matter. We'll give him the phone. He can go with. I'm
Mama,
about to have
give
to
me the
end this
phone.
live. And then
I
why
think you
isn't it
don't
charging my
Mama,
phone?
why kick me out?
Did y'all unplug the cord? Oh no, y'all, my phone about to die. It just got dark. I'm like, what happened? And then it said 5%. Oh my God, it says 4. I don't know. Because the kids gave me the raggedy cord. Look, I got the raggedy cord and I'm trying to make it work. Where the good cord at? Where the good cord?
Yeah, this is the charger I got, but he's mad that he can't be in my room. I don't know what to say.
What do you mean he can't? But why all of a sudden he can't be in your room?
He can be in there if he
Oh,
wants to.
okay. Oh man, it caught it at 2%. What? What's the? Okay, all right, that's fine.
No,
Where are
I'm
you
saying
going?
he can be in there, but usually you don't want him. Usually you don't want him to be in there because he stay
Where
up.
you want to be at? What you want to do? What you trying to do? I'm trying to let you have a choice. What you want to do? Man, this charger is not working anymore for my phone. Darn it, y'all. Oh, it's about to die. It's about to die. It is. Where that good charger at? Give me that.
No, it's on.
Okay, but okay. Well, your phone is on it. Dang, you tight with your little charger. That's all right. All right, my live over, y'all. And my live over, cause he won't share his good charger. I'm stuck with the raggedy one. Oh, it's on 1%. Oh, well then, dang, baby. I'm on 2%. You know what? We in the same boat. That's okay. Go ahead, keep it hooked up. It's okay. That's all right. That's all right, love. I'm going ahead and get off. Look, he like I'm on 1%. Like, dang, I don't know what to say to that, right?